all day. Welcome back to Wise Men Company, everyone. Ben here, and today we're going to be looking at my go-to rifle. This was a video request from Instagram. People wanted to see what my go-to rifle was, but I have 4 go-to rifles. I am not one of those guys that believes there's one rifle that can do everything really, really well. But there are some rifles that do most of everything pretty good. And I have 4 that I constantly rotate, choose from. We're going to start with the least used. That sounds bad, but it's the one I use least to the one I use most. And then possibly if we have time, we'll cover like a 5th bonus one that I'll just throw in there. But of course we're going to have time. We have all the time in the world. All these rifles are great rifles. I like them all. I wouldn't have them if they weren't good. I don't like to collect guns. If I can't find a role for it, I usually sell it or get rid of it. So these 4 are all great guns. They all meet the accuracy standards that I have. They can do a number of things pretty well. Like I stated earlier, I can take them all from 0 to 500 yards. Those are some of the stipulations I have. Size and weight also matters a little bit in there. But again, some of these guns just kind of fit the lifestyle I live a little bit more than others, and I find myself using one in particular more than any of them. We're going to start with number 4, which is the Sig MCX Vertice. This is no stranger to the channel. I love the MCX. Such a good gun. Wish Sig was producing more of them. The aftermarket price for these guns is ridiculous right now. I do not think they're worth $4,000, $5,000. But anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000, yeah, they're definitely worth it. These guns are great. They're accurate. They're soft shooting. If you're a lefty, they make a lot of sense because they have ambi controls like the MCX a lot. Let's go over the parts and pieces on this really quick, why it's number 4. At the back, this is a new addition. This is the A3 Tactical Skelestock. It's great. It's light, thin, small. Gives it a very cool look, folds up nice and neat. Skelestock from A3 Tactical, standalone video about A3 Tactical in the future. It's just one of those hidden gem companies that you guys need to know about. Moving forward, on top, the optic on top of this gun has changed quite a bit. I like this setup for right now. It could change in the future. Got a 4X ACOG with a 508T on top from HoloSun. This is the titanium version. This combo is really fast, a lot of capability. Again, all these guns will get out to 500 yards. The 4X makes it no problem, and the holds inside the reticle are very usable, very close to what they should be with this 11.5-inch barrel. Dot on top makes in close shots a breeze, very easy. Also, if I'm using a gas mask or night vision, I can shoot passive through this top dot. I like running a dot on top of an ACOG. Moving forward, got a hot pocket. This mitigates heat. Got a standalone review on the hot pocket. We sell them on our website. They're from Lunar Concepts. Great addition to any piston gun because piston guns produce a lot of heat up here, and I don't like shooting with gloves, so a hot pocket adds a little bit of heat mitigation. Underneath, we got an old school BCM hand stop. I think it's the CAG. And it's been there for a while. Great addition. Gives me a little bit of grip, something to hook onto on barricades. And then the flashlight is a Surefire dual fuel. This is 1500 lumens. Not great on the Candela, but the Flood is awesome, and I like the rechargeable batteries in it. Sling on it is a Lunar Concepts Contour Sling. No surprise there, right? These are also sold on our website. All these rifles need to have a light, sling, and optic system, in addition to a very tight zero for them to be my go-to, or one of my go-tos. So 4 on the list is the Sig MCX. I don't shoot it a lot because aftermarket parts and parts to replace if they wear out are hard to come by. So I'm kind of scared to shoot it a lot. I like it so much. I kind of want to preserve it a little bit. I have a buddy that just bought a barrel for an MCX and it was $1,000. That's crazy. Number 3 on the list is my 13.9 with a Criterion barrel, Centurion Arms rail. This gun is the gun I would pick up if I was going out the door and I didn't know what I was getting into. So I was going someplace or doing something and I didn't know what kind of capability I would need, or just didn't know what the environment would be like. This is the gun I'm going to pick up because got a lot of magnification on it, very accurate barrel, a little bit longer barrel, 13.9, got a little bit more velocity out of the gun. I have a offset, an Arisaka offset with an RMR on top. This gun just gives me a lot of capability. It's heavier, it's longer, but if you don't know what you don't know, you're going to want to bring as many tools as you can. So 1:8 EOTech Voodoo on top, a lot of magnification there, and lets me see what I need to see and adjust shots if I can see splash out there. So the added magnification, huge bonus. Like this gun a lot. I don't pick it up as much, again, because of that size and weight, but it's full of capability. Let's go to the parts and pieces on this. Voltor stock at the back. I did have a Law folder on here. I took it off because it added a lot of weight and it kind of made the gun unbalanced. We got that Arisaka offset like I talked about with RMR on top. EOTech Voodoo 1:8 second focal plane. It's rocking a contour sling, no surprise there, again with a Bubba tab. Bubba tabs are sold on our website. These help store the sling when in storage. It prohibits the sling from getting tangled on stuff, wrapped around things. Just pop it, sling comes out. So Bubba tab on our website. Also has a hot pocket up front with a hand stop from Black Slate Industries. Hot pocket is really nice on this rail because the rail is small and close to the barrel, so you feel a lot of that heat. Haley Strategic Thorntail with a mod light, PLW, forget what the mod light is on the front. The mod light makes more sense on this gun because it has a lot of candela, very tight beam, so if I'm shooting distance, which I usually am with this gun, I get a little bit more light at a longer distance with the candela that's being put out of this light. Like all my guns, I have a Silencer Co. ASR at the end so I can run my cans. So I can just swap cans around from gun to gun. Pretty handy. But yeah, this is my 13.9, kind of a Recce rifle build. And again, very, very capable. Has a velocity trigger in here, 3-pound, very crisp. Love this gun. But again, the only reason I don't pick it up more often is because of the size and weight. I don't always need to shoot out to 600 yards, 700 yards. This gun's capable of that. There's some other guns I can use at closer distances that make a little bit more sense, and you'll see that in a bit. This next one might come as a surprise to you guys. Old school Colt. This was a 6920, I think. Obviously, there's been a lot done to it. It's got a 13.9 barrel, standard flash hider on the end, Data Defense rail on it, Magpul K-stock on the back, B5 grip, M4 comp on top. It's an awesome gun. I like this gun so much. I know it looks like, man, that's kind of like an old school choice, Ben. And it is an old school choice, but it's still tried and true. I think quad rails, for the record, are some of the strongest rails still available on the market. Quad rails are great. They're heavy, but they are robust. I've never busted a quad rail. Never had one back out or turn on me. They're very, very tough. Data Defense rails in particular are very tough. I like this gun because it's simple and it's rugged. It's very accurate. I've had a number of different optics on top, EOTech, some different aim points. This is the aim point I have on here right now, the Comp M4, and I love it. I love it. It's just, again, just simple, easy to use, lightweight. I have a Bubba tab on here and a contour sling in Woodland. Just a standard Streamlight. This is their 1000 lumen, I forget which one it is, HLX or something, and a Cloud Defense pressure pad holding the pad in place. This gun, whenever I bring it out, everyone's kind of cocks their head because it is older looking. but this pony still likes to gallop. I like it a lot. The only reason I don't pick it up as much as the #1 slot is because it's a little longer. It's hard to cart around in bags and such. But if I don't care about size or magnification, I pick up this one. I really, really do every single time. Again, I stretch this out to 500 yards all the time with ease. Still a very accurate gun. This is when Colt was making really nice ARs. Wish they still were. In the #1 slot is my 10.5. And it's kind of an American Defense build, American Defense receiver set and rail. This is their green anodized receiver set. American Defense makes really nice receiver sets. They're ambi, they fit really well together, cool lines on them. Highly recommend American Defense receiver sets. Really, really, really nice, again. But this is my 10.5. I always run it suppressed, so there's always a can on it. With 10.5s, running a can on the end gets you to like a 16-inch length, or again, this depends on the can, but it gets you to a normal length, 16, 14, 5-ish length gun. I love running cans on 10.5s, 10.3s, because the gun's already short. Adding a little bit more length isn't the end of the world. I use this gun a lot because I can fit it in a bag. It rides around that tennis bag, rides around my truck. Most of the stuff I do at JTAC Ranch, where I work, is inside of 300 yards. Most of the shooting I do is inside of 300 yards. Open gym is about 150 yards. 10.5s get the job done. I still take this out to 500 yards all the time. Again, that's part of my capabilities list. Like, I have to be able to take it out to 5 or it doesn't get put in the lineup. This gun right here, it just does what I need it to do in a minimal profile, a minimal size and weight. The barrel inside of it is a Ballistic Advantage Hansen, and I've been using this barrel for a long, long time. A lot of rounds through this barrel, still real tight groups coming out of it. Really happy with it, and it's the other reason why I grabbed this gun a lot, is because I'm just trying to burn that barrel up. I already have another barrel I'm going to stick in it. It's going to be an 11.5 after this one, just to get a little bit more feet per second out of the gun. Right now, I chronoed it with a can on, and with MagTech 5.56 55 grain, I'm around 2,500 feet per second on average. And then with some of the hotter stuff out there, like A1, like the new A1, I'm over 2,700 feet per second. So it's out of this little gun, it is cooking. Just love this gun, love the look of it, love the feel of it. It's convenient, and that's mainly why I pick it up the majority of the time. Do I like it any more than the previous ones you just saw? Maybe just a little bit. The point is, I could pick up any of those guns and use them how I need to use them. This one is just a little more convenient. Let's go over the parts real quick. So I got an SBA3 on the back here with a split fix, OD green split fix. These are on our website. Ambi charging handle from Radian and safety. The receiver set is American Defense, like I talked about. I have the Unity Tactical Fast system, so I got their riser and their magnifier mount. The magnifier in the mount is an aim point, and the dot is an aim point T2. Bomb-proof setup right here. That 3x magnification comes in handy. Use it a lot, and then when I don't need it, it flips down to center, so it's not getting snagged on anything. I love this, the Unity Fast mounts, because a lot of reasons. It gives you more of a heads-up display. Keep your head up, and instead of getting crunched down on the gun, you can shoot it with a gas mask or night vision on, night vision passively. Love these mounts. Great, great products from Unity Tactical. Moving forward, we have the American Defense rail, and that is a 10-inch rail, M-lock, with a hot pocket and 0 Bravo hand stop. I get asked about that hand stop quite often, 0 Bravo. The hot pocket's black, and it holds down the pressure pad for the mod light on the Haley Strategic Thorntail mount. So that's a mouthful, all the parts and pieces on here. Can at the end is an Energetic Arms Vox. These cans are cans built for life. They are strong, tough, and if you do mess them up, they make it really easy to get it fixed and swapped out. So Energetic Arms Vox right here. The Vox uses the silencer cone mounting system. You can get it with any mounting system you want, but I chose silencer cone mounting system. Screws right off. Good to go. But again, I run this suppressed 95% of the time. So this is the #1 slot. 10.5. Believe it or not. It's a good gun. All right, guys, I talked about a bonus at the beginning of the video. Here's your bonus. IWI Galil. This is the Gen 1. Couple reviews on this gun. I picked this up because I like it. It's fun to shoot. I love the 7.62x39 round. Love its capability. Like its application. I'm not a big AK guy, but this is probably one of the more palatable AK style guns out there for me. As a right-hand shooter, I like the charging handle on the left-hand side. It's foldable. This has a A3 tactical folding brace with tail hook. It's just a awesome, mean little package right here. Tough gun, a little on the heavy side, but that's okay. Sling is a Lunar Concepts baseline sling. Got it in the 2-point configuration here. Surefire out front on a thorntail. This is an awesome little PDW. Great gun, fun to shoot. This would be the bonus one. So this would be the 5th slot if we're keeping track of stuff. Aimpoint Pro on top. Aimpoint Pros are probably the best bang for your buck red dots. For between 400 and 500 bucks, let's say $375 to $450, you can get an Aimpoint Pro, and these are rugged little red dots, good battery life. They're a little on the big side, but I still think these are the best bang for the buck right now. All right, guys, those are my go-to guns, my go-to rifles. There was 5 of them there. Again, I could pick up any one of these at any time and shoot them. Just find myself using some more than others, and it's mainly just for convenience purposes. The order could switch any day now, and once I'm done with a gun or I can't find a roll for it, kind of hits the road, I get rid of it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Really interested in your guys' feedback on these guns. This was kind of a down and dirty quick look at all of them. Again, this request came from Instagram for a video like this, and I'm happy to do it. Haven't done something like this in a while. Guys, go over to wisemancompany.com. That's the best way to support us. There's a lot of great gear over there. A lot of that gear that you saw on these guns today, slings, hot pockets, bubba tabs, split fixes, can all be purchased over at wisemancompany.com. All that stuff's made by Lunar Concepts. We are the exclusive retailer for Lunar Concepts. Great, high quality nylon goods. And it supports us directly. We appreciate that support. We see you picking that stuff up, and we see you hitting the subscribe button, leaving comments down below. It really means a lot to us. We're so thankful, and we hope to keep producing videos like this all the time because it's fun and we like engaging with you. My name's Ben. We'll see you on the next video.